Yeah, man. Yankee bless. You well bless. Yankee bless. Daniel. Yeah, man, and our crew. I'm here. I'm up. Lonesome up. All right, this morning, this afternoon, because we reach in the afternoon right now, you know. Why, you know, I'm going to go bed at like 4 o'clock. I have enough thing I have to do, you know, man. Go to bed at like 4 o'clock and them thing there, you know. Yeah, man. But we have to hold them accountable, you see. So right now, never big case you got to deal with around 2 o'clock. Big case. Remember the 3 people them where you get killed in a Trelawney. Remember big case I follow up. I'm gonna talk to a past police, ex-police / him is a liar now. Yes, I'm gonna talk to him about the whole thing and what am I going with and why Jamaica can different. You understand? I can do that. But in the meantime, I want to play. I can play 2 voice notes, but I can play before I play the voice note. GuGu Gaga, you know, run for your defense because I notice you have some radio station and thing where, you know, them have certain people in a pocket and put GuGu Gaga. You know, try defend GuGu Gaga and him tenure and thing about it's a weak defense that humble and mash up. Yeah, but me I dissect things, you know, me keep straight. No man can get 103% out of 100%. Impossible. Impossible. You understand? And this thing with the Prime Minister right now. Prime Minister, remember, you know, you have some people, you know, them that come on and them talk what them want to talk. Remember, you know, I not accuse you of nothing at all. GuGu Gaga, I not accusing you of nothing. The speech from your mouth, where you say, we are dissect and show you say it no right and it no make no sense and them thing there. You understand? So it's not nothing forget be bottle. Nothing at all like that. Two not one speech me I want to buy. So if you come and you say something, me will buy that. But you know what, all right. In other words, me deal with them the same like how the son and, you know, certain people that deal with them by England. The royal family and them people of this and thing, they have to hold them to account. You hold them foot to the fire. You not agree with me, right? Yeah, man, you have to hold them account. Of course, you have to. All right, so Prime Minister, this is what you say. I think this is in 2013. This is what you say, you know, when me don't know what did happen with some minister, but this are the exact word where you say should have happened, you know, and it to bring down the government. But me see your government, you know, rock from one side to side. You move one man and then you promote him back, and them thing there, you know, it's a goddamn disgrace because the same thing where you look out against, you knock out against as an opposition, and the same thing you definitely do. And hug up. You understand? So me can't believe in yourself. No, I'm not joke. I'm sure what I talk. And go. And by the way, the Prime Minister don't say them spend the biggest money ever spending at the JCF for everything and all them line up and what them have. But GuGu Gaga just come through some cold water for your thing and bowl. So the two now separate attack 2 things. Can I attack to you forget funds? But you still say you spend over 80 billion. 80 billion and you make sure you equip up them. You never have to pay the man themselves for equipment and repair place and buy up things and cyber this and no well ready. No, me say a PR, me say a man try the PR say the police now if you do the job, we need 18,000. So they never need 18,000 before. Let me hear what Andrews say before him turn Prime Minister, yeah? And let me big up some people too, you know. I'm going to big up some people right now. Yeah, because you have some people are giant with the work and enough respect. Because we hear them name a throat and a call and people say, yeah man, lonesome. Yeah man, them people are do them work. So I forgot big up Jamaican Carlos. Big up yourself. Yeah. Say yeah man, you're stopping at the Gideon right now. So we have to big up Jamaican Carlos. Unstoppable. See? Because we say you're going with some good things too. Because you know enough people are say, yeah man, them person alone, some boom bam bam. Jamaican Carlos, me have a nice talk yesterday. See? So yeah man, you have to big up Jamaican Carlos, cause you know, you have to there and you have to dip on the back of field. Me nah go round, you know. Yo, Big Stone, Claude Sinclair, you're my brother, you know, for life, you know. See? Yeah man, big up yourself, man. You see me I say, and Gaza Diva, big up yourself. You see? Some people big up myself for serious way you do some things, so because you know, say me just do what me I do. But you see when people say, yeah, them people do them work, you see them do them work, you know, yeah man, them a work. You have to big them up, man. Where you say, man? Heal them up, man. Join the fight, man. Cause we have a free Jamaica. And who else should jump on and make a free up the place, make a free up the place. You see me, I say? All right, this is way. Just listen good. What Andrew say, yes, sir. Just listen good where Andrew say, yes, sir. Although I see the wall of corruption, but just listen this. Hear this, watch.
Of moving to dismissal. It is a
drop back.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismissal. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence.
You know what the man say? It's a dark day for Jamaica. When a Prime Minister failed for act. This is 2013, him say it. You know, when people lost confidence in a minister, how much minister them lost confidence in and keep them. Even GuGu Gaga, even the minister right now for national security, the one where you zoom, zoom, zoom. See, you see, him talk so much things that him forgot what him say, you know, and him not hold to account to these things. So me not say nothing, me just hold it to account. You understand? Hear him.
In which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
To bring down the entire government. Yeah. Now for play it back again because it's unbelievable. So you know the right things this and you know this. So when a minister in your cabinet do so much thing and them thing, then you just wipe him up and fling him now in a you know the Prime Minister, office of the Prime Minister and them thing. It's unbelievable, people. We must not forget these things. Not my word, you know. Andrew word. Andrew word. Play it again.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government and that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismissal. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act.
Yeah, who unwilling and afraid to act right now, people? Unwilling and afraid to act. You see me I talk about? So people don't want you hold them accountable for these things. You say these things, me I go show it back. Me now come tell no lie upon your brother. See? But I have to hold it to account. Because if I say these things, I expect, so when a minister mess up, okay, aiding and betting and them charge for aiding and betting a criminal, you know? You understand? So when a minister mess up, you have to deal with him harsh the same way because you believe in that. But think of that you believe in, no. You don't believe in that. You don't go talk these things. You understand? It was PR stunt. So him for all accountable, but no. Him come and say something else. Play him.
Against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
Yeah. To bring down the entire government. Who said that? Not me. So when I show these things, you know, it hurt me because you know, I say, oh, him no know, and maybe this and that. Come on. Him say the right things. And then him turn around and do the same thing or worse where him did not knock out against him against it. Him against it, you know. But when it depend the foot depend him depend the shoes depend his foot. Look how him act. Him have confidence in the man where I met the Z. Him have confidence in a GuGu Gaga. Him come out, come say it. All the people say move this, move that. Even when those say listen, them run him hug them up same way. By the way, the cabinet when them say them shuffle, that not shuffle, he make it bigger. Them do him add more things to it. Put oof, yeah, so just move on from this and put in, but nobody no lose, no job this and just add them in back and add in a couple more. Eh? You understand? This man, this is somebody put up something. Let me give you a little highlight, yeah? Let me give you a little highlight. Come on, I got my thing fast. Let me give you a little highlight. I can't see him again. Might not see the person right. But I put up say, Jamaica, we must respect our leaders. Man, go and go lay 2 eggs. You talk about respect your leaders. But you must not talk against the leaders. You're one of them. You're one of the piece of crap them. Yes, man. See? In every democratic country, you hold a leader accountable. And what kind of leader? No man can lead me down in an old way because I don't like criminal. So you can't lead me down, you can't rob the country resources. And I mash up the country and I lead the people them astray, you call them leader. They are not leader. You understand? They are not leader. See? But one real leaders. They are not leader. Oh, they can lead you. Me a big man now. Me older than Andrew. Me a big man now. But you come and say, okay, a prime minister, me could have make him lead me? No, sir. No, me I hold him accountable. And we have mash up the country. By the way, what me I do, I where the local media supposed to do. But instead them have them, I do PR for them. You understand? For how much decades? You know why them not do nothing? Because each time them win, them can just leave it, just give 2 grand or 1 grand or 5 grand and them thing. And them guarantee to win again. Because when they guarantee to vote for them. See? If you aid in a criminal loan, some not doing it. 63% of people them not do it neither. So you have some people say no use them head. If you don't vote, you don't have, you don't do a kick you out. Because the world watches when you don't vote. And you get some good people. I mean, you have to sign some people so we can move you and run a by-election per year or something. Can't get my vote. Because I not vote for no criminal. Me no unite with nobody. Nobody at all. Me that mean me I keep your and alone. Me know the cookie jar open. I want to rob. Then me vote you back for continue the way you do. So now me I mash up the place with my vote. You think me I idiot? Me look on things, me analyze things different from how some other people look on things. You understand? Me know the foolishness. Yeah, man. Me could look on the Prime Minister when I talk to the people them for who the people them are. Just say another about it, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
We have been to the markets and the corner shops. We have been to the hospitals. We have been to the churches. And we have been on the buses. We have been all over the island. And the universal cry of the people is, it is not working.
Yeah.
Speaker, let us be clear. It is a good thing to pass the IMF test. However, the government must also pass the growth test.
Growth test, okay.
The passing of the IMF test alone will only mean more pain and pressure for the people of Jamaica.
People them think they want to just no make him just talk and if you take note of the thing them, you know. If me say when under pain and pressure, me want the driver's seat and me get the seat now and thing, I do everything that's possible to ease the burden from Jamaican people them who are suffering and mash up and all kind of things in. But what them do? Them turn up some pressure upon we, it's unbelievable. You understand? Yeah, man.
Mr. Speaker, if the Minister of Finance doesn't pass the growth test, then he puts in danger the passage of future IMF tests.
Yeah, all right.
If he doesn't pass the growth test, then, Mr. Speaker, it means that you will have to take the tax test.
Okay.
If he doesn't pass the growth test, Mr. Speaker, then the food basket of the people of Jamaica will get smaller and smaller.
Wanna hear that? So on a food basket that bigger right now? Tell me the truth, man. Can you say if them not pass at the time? Yeah? Can you do that for make the people them basket the big now, you know, man? Hear this?
And smaller.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, since the government has been in power, the Jamaican dollar has lost 34% of its value.
Yeah. This is before him that power to, you know. You understand? Tell about it.
Of its value.
Yes.
Prices of the food items have increased.
Yes.
Some by over 100%.
Okay.
In 2013, we brought the Jamaica Food Basket Parliament to show just how much things have changed since the government came to power in 2012.
Here.
We demonstrated at that time that Jamaicans were suffering due to the effect of devaluation and a sharp erosion in their purchasing power.
So yeah, the devaluation and the purchasing power, I'm talking about the dollar now. No way gone to. So them time then when it was like all 120 for one, and it hurt people 150, 120 and them thing, you see? And it hurt. So it 156 to 1, so it now they not know. Me hear the Prime Minister, me hear Bank of Jamaica come and tell us, no man, don't worry about it, man. Everything all right. It's you know, we have a country, you know, free economy, free running a country. Stupidness! Must hurt you more. Can you use more of the monopoly money for buy the US? Remember when I produce nothing, you know? If you buy what you want from foreign, even the medication. So when the dollar devalue, it hurts you even more. But you're still under film watch now. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry yourself. Somebody just write me yesterday and tell me them buy gas 4 months ago for 3,100 and the same gas at 4,000 feet. Just yesterday. That's why I hear this.
I thought it useful, Mr. Speaker, to compare the basket of food, the basket of goods. Don't worry. Don't worry. The basket is very light. Very light.
Remember, if you buy a basket, them time the $3,000, we can get a basket out right now. Now compare the basket. You see him. So the same passion as an opposition. You'd have to do everything in your power for that to move. We have to create employment, we have to do things to run the country the right kind of way and thing. But the dog and we up there so. And you know, see everything all right, same way. You don't go to fight time. See? You spend the biggest money on crime from fighting crime, but yet still the commissioner come and tell us they need resources, more resources to do what? Eh? Remember you just want to arrest them, you know, you have the gun them where you want C4 plane commissioner, a C4 plane you want and war carrier and nuclear bomber or something. I don't know where you want. What you mean by more too? I don't know where more resources. I don't know what kind of resources. Eh? I'm going to listen.
I thought it a useful exercise to compare the basket of goods a fixed weekly minimum wage earner could actually purchase with $3,000 in 2011, 2013, and now today, Mr. Speaker,
2014.
This, Mr. Speaker, this is the 2011 basket. Look.
You see it? 2011. All right? Good.
In the 2011 basket, Mr. Speaker, you could buy an entire loaf of bread.
2011, you know.
You could buy beef. Right? You could buy lactogen, baby food, and you could buy.
You see, they run from reality, you know. They must show you a lactogen, right? People are buy them basket when they go for no lactogen like that. You go for but anyway, make him go and do them things. Me know them out of touch. So they might put something there for baby this and for that and them thing there. People are buy Alaska. So in a 2011, 12, 13. So make him go and do what he do. You think uptown with them. Make him go and do it.
Baby diapers, you could buy, Mr. Speaker, a full bottle of oil. Right? Oh, and of course, I don't know if you like saltfish, Prime Minister, but I love it.
So people want to take a note of this.
Saltfish. Oh, and you could buy sardines. Yes. be, and hold on, you know, you could buy. Look how much rice.
Yes. Yes.
Look how much rice.
Yes. Instead of politics, them play with people all the time. So you have to hold them accountable. And I understand why I show him back, you know, because when I watch it, I show him back, me just hold it to account because you care for poor people. You say you could have buy this, you say you could have buy one, you could have buy no 2022. Yeah?
It's so much things in condensed milk. And mackerel. Cornmeal.
Yes.
Don't make that stay a little bit. You have to see the comparison. So hold on, you know. Look here now, Mr. Speaker.
You care for them things are nice, eh? How we must make nice. You hear the Pirate House? You hear it? Take good note, you know. This is Andrew care for the people, they well care for them. That's why I don't just take talking alone. Nah, work for me. Hold them accountable.
Mr. Speaker, this is the basket in 2012. Half a bread. Half a bread.
That means they must show you 2012 now, you know. Half a bread, everything. They must show you, say, because the government did switch over 2012, I think. So they must show you, say, okay, that means everything has swing down and they must do better. Now 2022. More than you can't say about the basket itself, the money can't even buy it. The money can't even buy the basket itself, you know.
You can still get mackerel, but only 2.
2013 or 2013.
You can still get little baby feed, but only 1. Where's the rice? Oh, you remember the big tin of corned beef? You can't get that again. This is what you have to buy. Rice.
You eat a speck of sausage in the night time. You eat a speck of sausage night.
2 pounds of corned beef and 2 pounds of rice.
Yeah, man.
You can get 2 tin of sardine again.
Yes.
And hold on, you know. That's the cooking oil.
Yes.
That's the cooking oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, a small bottle of cooking oil. That's the 2012. Now look at this one now, Mr. Speaker. Look at this, Mr. Speaker.
No, 2014. 2015 now.
This is 2015. This, Mr. Speaker,
We
is
hear them.
2015.
We hear everybody, 2015.
This has
All right.
Oxtail or Corrigoat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government on the backs of Jamaica.
All right, so when we hold them accountable now, you say the reality of the party and the government and everything. So we have to hold him account. We have to hold him accountable. We have to hold him to account. You understand? So him supposed to make the basket there swell and turn. You know, like the basket where they go up in that table alone. In a film 10, you know. Him supposed to flick it round because we look for 2030. Where we have a basket like the one with them going in that table alone full of things. Because him can't do it. Him alone can't do it. Him can't make us people the window open. Him have a solve crime. Yeah?
This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that tin of
milk good.
You get 1 tin of sardine. You can only get 1 tin mackerel.
And them laugh. All right.
Pound of rice. To me, Mr. Speaker, this is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PNP.
We hear where the country has gone, you know. All right, next.
That's
Yeah, and him shame, you hear?
Mr. Speaker,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Speaker,
Man, I have that people, yes.
Mr. Speaker, I thought I would share this one with you. I know that my friend on the opposite side, Minister Sheldon, would know about this one. Not many people.
All right, so this are what me tell us to them do and catch the people them. No,
Majority of
no,
committees.
most people don't even have a bank account. Not even as small as bank account. You don't have a bank account. See? Take away your bank account. Now, him say him spend the most money. I bring a couple more video, you know. Him spend the most money. I don't touch him yet. I can touch the great man yesterday. So I touch the great man yesterday. And him know how to deal with crime and violence. Let me show you what we are look out for Jamaica. Oh, remember touch the great man and then we tell him what we are look out for. This is the great man, GuGu. Right? Yeah, man. Let me see this. GuGu. I forget you know, GuGu. I forget you up. Where you do? Forget up GuGu, you know. I forget up GuGu, you know. I play. Hey, GuGu, don't play with me in idea, you know. Don't do that, GuGu. GuGu don't do that. MP3. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get up GuGu. I forget up GuGu because you know GuGu are the man, you know. You understand? So them have GuGu in this one so yeah, man. MP3 top. Never get up GuGu, but let me show you something in at the same time. But we expect them all Jamaica for run, yeah. And what we are expect from them, you know. Let me show you this. Need why I set up the thing with GuGu. Because GuGu, no sir, your head, no sir. Something wrong. Yesterday, we have to bring it apart because after we point out GuGu, them run for go do a thing my name damage control. I mean I know what kind of damage control that them do. Bring GuGu, you can't bring GuGu, bring somebody else see him. Watch this.
As we go about our daily lives, there is one inconspicuous regime regulating our moral limits: governance, the process by which the affairs of the country and the people are managed. Debatably, governments are considered a central figure of civilized society, providing the shared needs of our people which cannot be fulfilled by individual efforts. For the most part, Jamaica
so can be filled by individual efforts. That's why we have government, you know. Do what they have to do, you know. But
it's a stable democratic system of governance, one that is participatory and wherein the people hold ultimate power in electing their representatives in free and fair elections.
We go to the polls every 5 years.
Anybody can run for election. You can stand for election if you are a Commonwealth citizen and have been living in the country for, I think it is 1 year.
And as it relates to the laws of the Jamaica's constitutional rules are supreme. This most important document establishes the character of the government and the basic principles to which the society must conform.
It is the one on which all the other laws of the country are based.
The Constitution basically sets out the arms of government, and they are basically the executive, which is the cabinet and how it functions, the judiciary, that is our courts, and how independent they are, so that they are not fettered by the parliament, and they are totally independent. And finally, the legislature, that is the parliament and how it makes its laws.
The fundamental rights and freedoms of all persons are secured in the Constitution.
You hear that?
Each citizen is subject to the rule of law, with every person considered equal before the law.
Equal.
So that the Constitution puts in place what is called security of tenure of the judges. That is, once a judge is appointed, virtually that person can't be removed except for ill health or misbehavior. So part of the protection of our judiciary is the protection of our rights. Because the last persons to speak on our rights are the judges.
Okay.
Even while considered an independent country, the British monarch is constitutionally Jamaica's head of state, the chief executive represented by the Governor General.
Okay.
But in our system, the Queen doesn't act as chief executive, but she acts as a sort of honorary chief executive. She doesn't actually carry out the law. Though, you know, there are debates as to whether she has hidden powers which are just seldom if ever used.
Yes.
In reality, the day-to-day chief executive of the country is the Prime Minister, and the person who holds this office will periodically recommend someone to be installed as Governor General to represent the Crown. But neither the British monarch nor the Governor General have any real authority in how the country is managed. Under the Constitution, the Governor General is given authority to act in many matters, including appointing officers of the civil service, starting and stopping parliamentary assemblies, and granting judicial pardon. In most matters, the Governor General acts only on the advice of the Prime Minister, but occasionally on the advice of both the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition.
Legislative Parliament.
A body of people meets to discuss state matters regularly in what is called the legislature or parliament. Parliament consists of two houses,
No problem.
an appointed Senate, which is also called the upper house, and an elected House of Representatives, also known as the lower house. This legislative arm of the government has responsibility for establishing laws. 21 nominated persons make up the Senate, 13 appointed by the Governor General on the advice of the Prime Minister, and 8 on the advice of the Leader of the Opposition. Only 4 ministers of government can come from the Senate. When a new Senate first meets, the members generally elect a president and deputy president who cannot appoint ministers.
A Minister of Finance cannot come in the Jamaican Constitution from the Senate. And
when does say a while, you hear just say the Minister of Finance cannot come from the Constitution from the Dan Webby it go as a Minister of Finance. Because them did have 3. You hear this? Them breach. Them thinking of past being a people. Them thinking of maybe just listening when just say a little while again.
In the Jamaican Constitution from the
Listen again.
And deputy president who cannot be appointed ministers.
A Minister of Finance cannot come in the Jamaican Constitution from the Senate. And
It's governance.
So hold on. Wrong touch. So Minister of Finance cannot, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Minister of Finance cannot come from the Constitution. But Dan Webber was a Minister of Finance.
Minister after the Prime Minister. And you want
the most
that
right. So Minister of Finance, the ministry is supposed to be one of the most, because I remember at the finance minister that for run the country, you know, it had the wheel, control the money, this and that, and then it allocate money for all the other ministry and everything. Not where them I tell we right now, but the security minister, the most important ministry. If you don't have the money for run the wheel, or it run. You understand? And keep things in checks and balance. See? Them freak it for them way, but me not right that way there. Foolishness. So I say Minister of Finance cannot come from, from the Senate. But then use Dan Webby and tell me a Minister of Finance. That's what a breach. People see it? Listen.
The Minister of Finance is perhaps the second most important minister after the Prime Minister.
All right, so I could just draw back again.
Deputy president who cannot be appointed ministers.
A Minister of Finance cannot come in the Jamaican Constitution from the Senate. And the thinking behind it is that the Minister of Finance is perhaps the second most important minister after the Prime
Minister. Dan Webby, and the next minister. He said you'd have 3 Minister of Finance one time. Go check it back. Yeah? 3. Yeah, man. Go check it. Go check it, man.
Minister. And you want that person to have his or her own mandate that is a direct responsibility to the people.
Yes. That's what it was.
In contrast, the House of Representatives, or the lower house, earns its own mandate and has an elected body. The number has changed over the years, but the current maximum membership is 63.
That I will not, except with the authority of the Cabinet,
Every parliamentarian who accepts the job to serve takes an oath to defend and uphold the laws of Jamaica.
Yeah, what for different what a lot of Jamaica when I brutalize and I rob up Jamaican money and I do all kind of things. You have a whole accountable, not for only for each of the year. You don't think why that? But study these things to man, but for sure the people them, yo, will start dig deep and hold them accountable.
And to discharge their duty of serving the people in an impartial and conscientious manner.
He's supposed to look after their welfare, respond to their...
Supposed to look after them what? Of course, every country. You understand? Some people say, no, the government must do this. Foolishness. You understand? Foolishness.
To look after their welfare, respond to their demands.
Yes.
And generally be the representative of his constituents.
Good.
In practice, most pieces of legislation are introduced and debated first by members of this House. It's the same with other matters of national affairs, including budget, taxation, and the granting of funds. All have...
So in Jamaica, you know, like how you that thing say, you member of parliament I come go in a constituency and keep some meat. If from the constituent, then go back in the constituency, if from the constituent and carry it to any Morgan house. But no, them no want to do that. Them just come and say, yeah, man, we there and remember the people put we here. Them say, oh, you just have your own thought and go to the house. You know, represent me. You know, represent the common man on the street. You can't get my vote. This is a foolishness. You understand? If you come talk to me and we could know and we say, hey, we have vote on this, we want this to happen, and then you carry it and you're going to raise up something in the house about it. But them not doing that. Them have them one agenda. For the private sectors, by the way, because you know I'm not afraid to chat.
Have to be discussed and approved by the Parliament, which ultimately exercises control over the government's finances. The good conduct of members and House rules are kept in check by an elected House Speaker, who is also meant to ensure that every member gets a fair hearing in the chamber.
Yeah, fair hearing. There's a court.
What, how, and when the various matters are debated is the responsibility of the House leader, a member of the ruling party who is elected by his or her peers to direct the course of business. These deliberations are agreed on by the leader of opposition business, who is first consulted by the House leader. Governments over the years have striven for the admirable principles of efficiency, accountability, and transparency.
Well, then, though, efficiency, accountability, and transparency, which one the government? Sick to backside.
Of good governance, the thread that weaves us together as a society, safeguarding our fundamental human rights and responsibilities.
Fundamental human rights. So these are the things that we expect them supposed to do, you know. You understand? And how them supposed to act and deal with the people. Nah, them not do that. Them do what them want to do. Them just tell some people what them want to hear because them say everybody, yo, them not go to school, man. Them dunce, man. Them, yo, we can run on them easy, man. Enough for them head, you know. Remember just run Google. Look on this yesterday. Eh? PR stunt. Hear this.
Crime, murders in particular, of extraordinary proportions. He just told us that based on their own calculation, they need 18,000 men and women in the constabulary force.
People, you ever any police go up there and say them need get because the PR this year and the PR work. The PR want to check up to man. Now work, man. Eh? So for making away, man, you need 18,000. If you lock up all of them youth and all kind of little things and them and a disrespect, where you get the next 7,000 because you want 1,200 for this year. I'll push it at 12,000 and then the next 6,000. But you can't pay the man and woman them where I work right now. You want 18,000, where you gonna get them from? Eh?
With the
watch man for them
this
phone.
year,
Him supposed to read the people, you notice me and chat me unscripted. Me just go off with them I say, you know. Instead of me write down a note and take something, me not even do that. See? Him mention. See, just watch him on the phone. For help him back him up. Watch her.
1,200. That will carry them to
What's your hand
10,000. That means they're operating short by a third.
You ever hear that? Them operate short by a third. When the force will go up by 18,000? When? When? So when I'm money for pay the force, I don't want to pay them. Them operate short by a third. PR that. And it now work. So them are tell us, oh, if you see some little failure because them shot by a third. So the commissioner before him never shot by a third. The other one before him never shot by a third. Uncle that one I shot by a third. We had shot one bag of GuGu Gaga business. Eh?
You were telling me that is slowing you up in terms of the things you need to do.
Up.
Yes? Expand.
No, I think that I got slowed up a little bit in COVID.
Slow him up. And the man them in a COVID, them pressure people like, whoa, people can't even come outside, man. And it's you up for what? Because them things that the drama now that I cut certain crime and all kind of things, because that have nothing to do with no COVID. Nothing. You understand?
In terms of building that capacity, but also all of the other, both the technical things, technological things that have been added to the force and that we are adding, those are back on track. So, you know, in my engagements with policymakers, it is...
So next piece of garbage, you must step on PMP list. PMP list. That because if you come talk like we talk and hold them accountable, you have to that means it's a piece of crap this way they on list, you know. Him are one of them where them help mash up the country. Him. You say if them forget time, that little piece of crap I want me just back, him forget time too. Because him are one of them who collect taxpayer money for help in a blind eye and promote them. Him a piece of crap. So if him come, same like how the Prime Minister come and tell us say the basket, but I show must suffer the people, same like them piece of crap. Anytime you hear them come and say, oh, you're the pan disappear list, that mean him the pan appear list. Me never have to ask. See? We not have to ask. Yeah, man. See? Yeah, man. Run that.
There's a continual advocacy for the resources required to do. Now, some of it is...
Resources. The Prime Minister, hey, people, don't the Prime Minister say them spend the administration spend the most money combined, the most money spent in the police force. What kind of resources more you want? You have the gun them, you have the vehicle them, you have the handcuff, you say you have the technology, you have the thing them with them now with the camera. You want more resources. I'm watch pan them want something. Some cruise missile and something for mash up the country. But what him could I want? What this guy could I want? Me just say massive resources. This contradict the Prime Minister when must them spend too much money. And you say in the budget them get $80 billion. But him not have the resources. That a him excuse? Him excuse stinks.
A continual advocacy for the resources required to do this. Now, some of it is ours. So we had to build the capacity to do proper force generation. We had to build the capacity to create leaders who can actually, who we can be assured that these leaders can...
But you not leader, you still step down or you are a leader. Say if you be a leader, then for you. Where I go on with you, sir? Eh? Where I go on? Where I go on, fam? Dep on my life, yeah, you know. Soon touch your back. Yeah, man, I soon touch me dep on my life. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See? If you are leader, you want to make sure about leader. But you're not me no know. Make police do the job, the man. Step down, the man. You want to make sure leader, if it be any leader like him, you know. But finish do me, man. Finish completely, man.
Do the job that they're going to. So they come to promotion through objective measures and training that allow.
So why you never go through objective measures and get training? Because this way you do a foolishness. GuGu a foolishness.
Allows us to be assured that when you see that inspector, they can do inspector's job. When you see that sergeant, they can do a sergeant's job.
And when we see a commissioner, he must can do commissioner job.
We promoted 451 people up to January, from last year up to January. And those leaders, those 451 people, we are assured that they can do the business and lead this influx of new people and young blood.
Yes.
On the other side of it, because this is really about homicides, as you say, these measures that we've been putting.
People don't watch now. Anything where you get is supposed to be 100%. And a joke me I make. 100%. So if you have 1,000, them say pass 1,500, it's supposed to be 100%. So you want to break on 100% and tell me you get it. Or it work out. Here you might get 103% out of 100% now. Just listen. And you tell me say your PR couldn't even correct you and say no, it gone over 100. Listen.
In place have impacted all other crime. Homicide works a bit different from that because the breakdown of homicides, and when we look at our attribution last year, 79% of homicides were gang on gang or gang related. There's another 19% of homicides that was interpersonal matters that get resolved through murder. And then there is a small percentage of them that we can't attribute as yet. And there's about a 5 or so percent that are in pursuit of other crimes, like a robbery.
5 or so percent. So 5 or so percent that I can put you over 103%, right? Yeah, man. 103%. So I break down the percentage. And you have so much percent. Because you break down the whole percentage of the thing. But you have 103%. Yeah? Out of 100. Commissioner. Him should just listen back this. Him should just walk away. No, man. See? Them are the expert and them are talking. Remember, him have the thing from time I work with. Me unscripted.
And there's about a 5 or so percent that are in pursuit of other crimes, like a robbery gone bad or something like that. What that means is out of 1,400, 70 of them is what really impacts the random person.
Random person. So the whole crime is supposed to be 100%. And then I break it down and tell you why this happened and what gone bad if a robbery or, all people dead and, they have a gang, make them 78% of them dead. Some other thing make this dead. This, out of the robbery, this make this dead. But it gone out over 100%. I think possible, 100%. But him gone over 100%. Yeah? You understand? The man, this is a joke. But this is a commissioner. So me talk about the commissioner and them want to control. Damage control with a GuGu. If you say, yeah, we're not spending the money right. It's a foolishness. That's a foolishness. Look here.
There's a quick way of doing it, and there's a slower way of doing it. We're doing it the slow way.
Why not the quicker way?
Because we don't have those tools.
Okay.
People hear that? You have a quicker way to do something to deal with the crime. And you have a slower way. So we are doing the slower way. Why you not do it the quicker way? Because we don't have the tool. You shouldn't tell me about the quicker way. Oh, what kind of tool you want again? What? Screwdriver? Wrench? What? Because I see them have the guns, them have the car, them have the power for arrest. Them have tears, them have all kind of things. Them have camera with them now, we have all kind of things. I see some big jeep and some armored thing with them have and everything. See? What I mean by, me not understand that. Google that, man. Out of 100. Him reach that plus some other percentage. You have quick way and you have the slow way. And you still don't have no tool. Listen again. But the Prime Minister same spend money and this. In the history. He want a ship man and then thing to man. And submarine to man. With warhead. And destroy them and destroy Jamaica. Because I know one more tool he want. Hear this.
There's a quick way of doing it, and there's a slower way of doing it. We're doing it the slower way.
Why not the quicker way?
Because we don't have those tools.
Okay.
Right. So the slow way is as we recruit, as we bring in more people, as we train and develop leaders, we put them into the fray.
What can I
and
say?
As we onboard more technologies, and some of these we've discussed previously, and you lost a little bit of momentum during COVID. There's none of our projects that has ground to a halt. They've only slowed down. So
there's none of our projects that have grown to a halt. They're only slowed down. What kind of project? That about crime. Now, when I talk about project and going to a halt and people under pressure under COVID. You know, see police and soldier out like the other things Uganda and the other things are the genocide are going. Eh? About the man I talk about, man? Eh? You pay us something work, man.
we're back on. So we're improving the recruiting this year. This financial year, we're going to recruit upwards of 1,200 new officers. It's the highest number that have ever been recruited in a year.
And that will take you up to what number?
That will take me up to, that will give me a plus 12,000 plus. Well, 12,500.
And really, you need how many minimum to really give yourself a fighting chance?
Well, for a fighting chance, we have a fighting chance now. So let me not say that. Right.
Yeah, that people, we have a fighting chance. We have a fighting chance. And like I said, no, man. With the fighting chance, and we're the police. No, man. We have a fighting chance now. That means you can, yeah. Out of 100, the man get 103, yeah, man. Percent.
Right. To give you enough that you can...
Right. We established our numbers at 18,000. That's what we need.
We established a number 18,000.
And we did that not by pulling a number out.
So when the 18,000 come in, I'm going to ask them some question. If you can't pay 11,000 right now, or you got to pay 18,000. If you can't give the people them the money for much years, or you got to pay 18,000. So they want to come in and work for free and then you got to hear some of that little thing and all kind of things. It can't work. This is a joke. They may a joke.
To the sky.
Yeah.
We did that through a very scientific method and testing this method against experienced officers who police stations, station areas.
So you're short by a third. 33%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hear him no yes. Google. I know nothing personal. This is your personal life. This a matter. This a security work, and police work, and this a top job. So I have a whole account. Yes, sir. So I know nothing. But personally, yeah, right. But you see, you can't take yourself and turn like you depend what they call it the circus from in the 1800 there. The Barnabas brother. What them call them the brothers? Eh? Like you depend one of them circus there. I know not like for a whole account. This what me I do with the media houses them support to do. Instead of them give you and try to PR so them cover up. No sir, we're out them more than them, man. So them when them try to cover up, we're exposed more. So you have no control of this. See? And when them spend like a little one, they look a while, what we do with us, we block and move, because we don't have no time for that. We don't have no time for this. Because if we are sure we are going and hold government accountable, you have some people, them still dieted and them here, you can't get my vote. See? If you know some man a criminal, them tell you this, and you are by ammonia, are by a fugitive, them charge you. You're aiding a betting criminal, them have charge feet. So if you have politicians now where you know, be a money and miss and be a them thing, they can't get my vote because I'm aiding and betting you for keep you in a power, for continue the way you do. People never get wise up. You understand? Check out the character and get wise up. The place will change. And next thing me talk again. You cannot have, yeah man, 103 out of 100. Real Google man. Yeah, I'm not man, I real Google that man. See? You cannot have police or the policing and I go on and I threaten people who shoot them all in front of the camera and I tell them about all them mother. You see, these are things you have to be professional with it. You have police or old man and say, me should have come for you, watch it, hey, boy, you'll get. You know, him say nothing about it. You understand? No, him I say, where he want is 18,000 boots on the ground like you build up an army. Jane, the 18,000 I want to carry over there so like how Russia put out them forces. I want to carry the 18,000 when you get the 18, I want to carry the 11,000 plus the 5,000 soldiers to face the Russian forces. If you don't want something to do, more carry if you're at the oversell. So more carry face staff for go after part of day. There's some more drop on. Because you say you want resource, you want, yeah? Like when I want to sing Jamaica more, this is a joke. Yeah, man. I want to carry them face. The Russian over 100,000 with them have line off a bad over so. See? Yeah, man, want to carry them over them, man. You couldn't bother the border there when them have right now, them line off. Russian line off the border there and I want like them want to make a move. Want to carry them over there. See? This is foolishness. You know, you a commissioner, you come and contradict with the Prime Minister saying spend how much money on defense. And the police force, the biggest money ever spent, the budget of 88 billion. And you still say no, you don't have the resources. After I'm saying good with the resources. Me not understand, no. Me just not understand. You understand? Me not understand. See? The Prime Minister know him get up and him talk all kind of things because you are there for the people them. Go in at the driver's seat to show you a basket. No people have to buy a squeeze a toothpaste. You want video when I buy it and send come give me. A squeeze a toothpaste, slice of bread, one egg, pay them thing there now. Spoon of sugar. Spoon of sugar. You understand? Yeah, man. Police I get 70,000 for them. Just basic salary $70,000. So 70,000. And not even 500, you know. Because 70,000 that are 500, you know. US, you know. Less than that, you know. $400 them I get. For them pay, you know, basic salary, you know. $400, you know. For a month, you know. Meanwhile, GuGu Gaga get 120,000. He might get like $10,000 per month. The money can could divide so like 9,000, enough. Per month. $18 million man. So he might get like 120 grand. Same? So he might get salary like, you know, like some of the police overseas in the first world country, you know. Some of the, you know, top cap. You understand? And remember the PM say for all them accountable in time the administration not right and it will bring down government. Remember, it's not my word, PM. See there. Let me see if I hit it. And I'm hear this. Hear this. Watch this.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss it. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agreed that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
So, okay, so you bring down the entire government, yes, man, see that? But now, you have total confidence in the National Security Minister. This is what I talk about. You can't say hypocritical. Some of you by your word. More them by them word. You understand? All media houses shall hold by your word. So when you go out of that, we are holding by your word. You understand? Him militarize the police force, man. That him do, man. No doubt about it. See? I remember, you know, you promise people say you have the remedy for crime. You have the plan. You have to make people and poor people for have big house. Remember, and me said, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play them because later. You have to play them. I have to just remind you what was the mission. Don't lose focus. Stop lose focus. You understand? If that was the mission, you're supposed to still up on the mission. People are supposed to suffer. So. Remember this? Hear this. Prime Minister, remember this?
And the Oscar goes to Holness.
The crime is out of control in this country.
I am so sorry about it.
Want to live safe in your yard. If you want to be able to fall asleep and then you go home and wake up in the morning and still be alive, you cannot make the mistake and putting in the payment.
A few inches later.
I go to my bed with these things in my conscience every night. I know that I have tried.
I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, 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 saying, why did the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died.
So right away him say my ear ghost. Because him say me little baby crying. Say if we keep the Labour Party in, I would still be alive. I man I deal with dopey thing too. Never know. And that him say now. Me tell you say me not pass me now. And that him just say. So when they might be careful of them kind of little thing, you know, because I
be alive.
I hear the baby crying. So why? Let me just play it back. I have to listen good enough.
Crying, 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 saying, why did the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive.
That means that somebody dead in the spirit him attack out. I tell him say, if them him hear the baby, him can't hear up here and anything that okay. You know them thing that to say. Never know, sir. Can't that him just say, you know? Want to hear it for himself, not me. Him hear the voice of the baby cry and play it back.
On my conscience every night.
Yeah, man.
I know that I have tried.
You never know, man. Listen now.
I hear the spirit of a little baby
crying. Okay.
Crying, 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 saying, why did the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the government.
Okay. So the spirit of the baby made her cry. Okay. So we did what I want in that ark and things. Yeah, man. You see? So we have to hold them to account and you can't have a commissioner come on radio and he mash up everything where you said and where you say. Counter back everything where you say. Can say more and more resources and everything. So me never understand that. The minister said he is spirit of baby crying. So he can deal with dopey and all kind of things. So nobody know that. And not my word, female. Yeah? Yeah, man. Saying? Not my word, female. And when he come in, he might do everything possible and everybody are all right and things are poor people for a big house and everything. But for what to the account. You say the money no care what happened. And the money devaluate and mash me up. But it's gonna nearly 160 now. Eh? And then you me see you. Cause me drop the footage. Cause I know me not just talk. You see me I say? Yeah man. Yeah man. Yeah man. So me see him. Yeah man, him get 103. The commissioner GuGu Gaga get 103 out of that, you know. Out of 100. Be things go out of, I forgot play other tune the GuGu in idea. Cause be things him tap, I'm gonna look for it. See? Yeah man, I forgot look for the GuGu thing. Prime Minister, you come and you make all these promises. I sit down where I watch you make all of these promises and people believe in it. And think say, yeah, everything all right. And no man, them a joker to man. You understand? Believe in the foolish, you know. Nah, do it, you know. I'm going to play this with a brethren sent to me before me even touch GuGu. For me touch a great GuGu, yeah? GuGu, I touch you, you know, but hear this now. Can you remember people watch all over the world and tell them, say, I'm going to play that one, hear that one, GuGu. Hear that one, I'm going to say that, Junior. Hear this, GuGu. Make it hear something, yeah? Hear this. Make it hear something.
Yes, Mr. Alonso, good morning. I like how you dissect and took apart Commissioner GuGu Gaga and your program. You really, this morning, you really performed surgery on this man psycho babbling with his intellectual fuckery in which you pick sense out of him nonsense and realize all him a make is dollars and cents because it make no sense. And keep up the good work again. Commissioner GuGu Gaga, I use intellectual psychobabbling from people. And when it all boil down to it, I'm not saying a darn thing. Every time just keep it simple. You ever think KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. Now, all you have to have two measures, a fast way and a quick way. I mean, if you have a quick way, you have to have an explanation about the quick way. And the slow way, let me rephrase the slow way and the quick way. First, you're going to say you're going to do the slow way. And the boss asks you, what is the quick way? And you don't have any tools. But if you don't have any tools, you have to have some kind of measures to explain the goddamn quick way. This man is such an idiot. I'm saying, man, you're so right. Commissioner GuGu Gaga, all he needs is that they call soda to go and suck or in tongue. Because he's a chat to fuck with. Bless your love, Mr. Will.
Well, no, the next one there, man. Yeah, man, play it.
Another thing I was with when we realize when the interviewer is talking, he's on his goddamn phone. That means he not pay attention to what this man has said. Because in attention is too in phone. And if he can pay attention to the questioner, we are querying him. He's supposed to listen to the question and think before he even answer. Him just talk spontaneously and can pay garbage. Him is a man where I talk, I go right down the toilet because him talk you flush it. As him drop it, you flush it.
Well, that's a man from in a New York, in the Bronx, you know. Send me, I have some other people from like in the UK. You know, some people want to hear themselves, you know. But so much people send me some things, you know. Sometimes you just pick up one and two and play them. GuGu, you have to resign, man. You can't train nobody. You can't. Let me tell you how you talk. Let me play how you talk now. Never play how you talk. GuGu Gaga. So I'm going to play how GuGu talk. GuGu, this are you, yeah? This are you, GuGu. Hear this. Hear this, GuGu.
Yo, government! You know the really the employer to do big job. You know that's very clear, man. Hear this.
GuGu.
You have some baby, them a walk used to crib. Grow up poor, you might have him make big spill. Get a piece of paper, forget when them a spill. Them a stuck and about me, I feel laughed in me way. I talk about fit, I come and talk about it. I talk about come and college shape. Give me sentence, the right, it never yet trumpet. Baby, can you need to feed him a rock? Him to the people, so GuGu Gaga, GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga, GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga. When you see place baby in a big people job, when people are dead and place and get robbed, baby don't know the difference from dagger. I'm happy what that if they administration man, them the Patrick and the don't make when in a spot but baby make Patrick look like a distant ladder. They love Squidward and Mr. Crabber. Squad them with metaphors like Moses running because of GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga. I should have opened up everybody eyes. People get them to them laugh till them cry. Baby sort up like him tongue tired in here. When I say good not care what we try. Him a talk about fish and then him talk about sky. Talk about woman with drop cover and fly. You ask him good question, him give you stupid reply. You understand this baby no care how we try. Him also GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga. GuGu Gaga. You have some baby, them a walk used to grip. Go round for jump time, we make big spill. Get a piece of paper and pick up where them a spill. Them a stutter and a but me a feel laugh till me wake. Them a talk about friends and then a talk about it. Talk about come and call it shit. Baby sentence to write it never yet complete. Baby not the need to feed him a rock him to sleep in the sun.
Hey, baby. Baby. Now get your own tune the way me respect you, man. Your own tune. Your own tune. I can video it, you know. I can video it from the other day. I video it. Yeah, man. No, man. Baby, I can video that tune. You understand? Because I don't understand what you say. You know, I forget your own tune. You have your own tune. And no, for them commissioner, I go, oh, Mac Milan, I would do a tune to tell Mac Milan, oh, my virgin doctor notes. Yeah, Mac Milan, they get a tune. But you be Google, no, sir. Yeah, the way some of them now get a tune. Play about a tune alone, sir.
Yo,
government, you know, hear this.
You know, it's very illegal to employ a baby to do big people job.
True.
You know, that's very silly and mad. Hear this. You have some baby, them a walk you straight. Put them a big bill. Get a piece of paper, pick up where them a spill. Them a stutter and about me a feel laugh till me wake. I talk about friends and I talk about it. I talk about come and call it shit. Give me sentence to write it never yet complete. Baby, can you need to feed him a rock him to sleep in the sun. In a big people job, when people are decked and place I get robbed. Baby, don't know the difference from dog and hog. If you wonder if the administration man, them say Patrick are the dumbest way in a SpongeBob. Baby, make Patrick look like a distant ladder. You love Squidward and Mr. Crabber. Squad them with metaphors like Moses running. You know some
hey, people, you listen to the word, I know it match, baby, you know. You ain't tune this, man. Hear this.
Everybody high. People get them to them laugh till them cry. Baby start up like him tongue tied. When my say good not care what we try. Him a talk about fish and then him talk about sky. Talk about woman with can cover and fly. Ask him good question, him give you stupid reply. And this baby don't care about me. Him just You have some baby, them a walk used to crib. Go round for jump time, make big space. Get a piece of paper, pick up with them a slip. Them a stutter and about me, I feel laugh till me wake. Them a talk about friends and then a talk about it. Talk about come and call it shit. Baby sentence to write it never yet complete. Baby not the need to feed him a rock him to sleep because of
Where say you have to get police, corrupted police? Hey, nothing better this. Nothing better this. Hey. Alright. I have video that tune. No, but I see what's I video that tune. I go find a video, you know, because you know the BFA. Man, I rode all in backland. GuGu Gaga, you know, yeah, man, and I'm there, I run across the street and people are run him down and all kind of things, you know. And go around and pour them attack. Look at my video this, man. I'll mash up the whole place. When I video this, when I video this, it'll take down the place like it mash up the whole place. GuGu, you have to have your own thing, man. Man, them say corrupt police. Oh, 2 o'clock. It'll run up to that time. They're going to talk to an ex-police. He is a liar. So the 3 persons were died the other day in a Trelawney. I think, you know, them have him client and some things are going. So me make sure. You understand? Yeah, they make sure all on by him without charge and do some foolishness. But I want him to come talk some things were going, you know. Because you hear that you know, them killing people and I really them they want, you know. You understand? So them police, you know, them do some of the things and things where me no want to say it yet until income tax. I'm supposed to come on 2 o'clock in after 2. The next 12 minutes or more, me soon call him. So we just give eyes to the file in request. Before me sign out, I say no. Yeah, man. So me can get a request fast, you know. Eyes on the file. Let me see this. See if I hit this. We hear the one now. Eyes on the file.
Advice is given and please take the warning. Best way to get rid of crime rate and the killings will stop. First of all, you have to clean the force and get rid of all these corruption.
I reality me talk to now.
Straight up to the march. That's the most of my time. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, Trinidadian police, and some corrupted police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, Haitian police, and some cruel police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, Colombian police, and just smuggling police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, them are all in a one. Junkies, players, scam and thieves. Yo, we said it, you got to earn, but the truth of it, job. And the crime rate so high, and still it not stop. Just cancer in the force of taking crime off. I live trouble life as women along top. Them murder, them rape, them rob, them broke shop, some good scamming. Some people say go nonsense shop. Big man work contract killing and next starting up. I use the police force to cover them dirty track. Police, Jamaican police, Trinidadian police are some corrupted police. You talk about police, Jamaican police, Haitian police are some cruel police. So you talk about police, Jamaican police, Colombian police are just smuggling police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, them are all in a one. Judges, diets, scam and thieves, yeah. 65%. And the force if corrupt, the bigger head for the small one up. Most of the good police make the force. Them carry a stuff which after dance up. They saw them folk. Tears and the kids in position in the war. The corrupting, they promoting by creating a vote. I feel them untouchable, no guy can't touch. Them a politician make the country a mash up. Police, Jamaican police, Trinidadian police, and some corrupted police. We talk about police, Jamaican police. Haitian police are some cruel police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, Colombian police are some smuggling police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, them are all in a one. Judges, tired, scam and thieves, yo. Come let me tell you now. All them corrupt and wicked, them kill mad, brother, return to cold-blooded. Tell lie, they get all the lights of the kid. Corrupted, that's me and my family fidel. They shot a head man, the man in a and go to off accidentally and get acquitted. The them brutalize and murder. Ken fucking kid. There's a lot of innocent like water and pill. Police, Jamaican police, Trinidadian police, and some corrupted police. When it's about police, Jamaican police, Haitian police, and some police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, Colombian police, and drug smuggling police. When you talk about police, Jamaican police, them are all in a one. Judges, diets, scam and thief, yeah. Is lonesome, is. What you talk about, man? When you say you fight the system, you fight it with everything, you know. Music shall live. So we use music and beat them and word power and sound and mash. What you talk about? Shit, Babylon dog, man. Yes, man. Oh, so I talk to the liar, ex-police liar, very soon. So I'm just tune in, yeah? All right, me there. Lonesome, I'm up. Straight. Yeah, so man, we'll keep it straight, man.